anyanyelu wabagi obajiri kwepo yako onye.
Christine, an only child of her parents, is presently in the eye of the storm. She had experienced 2 rape incidents, the first of which was in her first year in the university and perpetrated by someone she just broke up with, and the second by her own drunken father less than a year later under spurious circumstances.
On the increase in the home. Okay, you talked about trust in the family. So I want to know, sir, please, what can be done? Is it that, why is it increasing? Is it that the safeguard of the home is down? Is it that the family structure is breaking out? What can be done about it?
Okay, first and foremost, I would want to say that before such a thing is being experienced in the home, it's actually a result of depravity of the mind. First and foremost, there is one thing we have to take note of. It is not just enough for us to give birth to children, but to know how to parent them effectively. First and foremost, I'd like us to understand that parents in this generation are failing. That's just the truth.
You know, we don't have some deprived fathers. So, he's my father. So, my father should be the most closest person to me and the trusted and safest person I can actually tell anything to. But this same father that I've not looked at, in short, I tell fathers, please let your daughter be your daughter's first boyfriend.
Yeah.
Christine seldom came home from school. She would visit only in his absence. She was not successful at this all the time, so it was not too long before her mother noticed her strained relationship with her father.
And you left your room TV on.
What? Christy, come back here now. Come back here. What is happening here? What insolence is this? Your father is talking to you and walking away.
Follow the way of daddy or the way of mommy. So I should mind what I should do in their presence. You know that is a bad thing if I am a daughter in the house and I wear a bomb shot. I'm in my bedroom. You know that is a bad thing. But because of what is happening now, we should safeguard ourselves. The one thing I think will help a lot in kind of reducing this menace in our society, this issue of rape in the homes, people that are acquitted to us, is one, we should mind our closeness. They should send a boundary.
Yeah. Okay. One thing that I always advocate and I tell a lot of persons who care to listen is whatever challenges we are confronted with by time, there is always a way out of it. Now, when a child is growing up, you try as much as possible as a parent, as a father, as a mother, give them that warm atmosphere where love can be bred. You understand? Give them that attention, give them that acceptance. I think I had a case. I spoke with a lady, and then while just speaking with her, this lady busted into tears. And one thing I found out was she has been abused and molested.
Bring up your child. I have seen parents failing because they're trying to bring up children these days the way they were being brought up many years ago. This is a new age that we're in now. A lot of things are happening now. When we were back then as children, there are things we don't even know, as even as teenagers, that even the 3-year-old boy now and no 3-year-old girl now knows. Why? Because we are now in information age, not back then that things were there. So they want to, if you want to use the same method that you used to, our parents and grandparents used to bring us up then, to bring up this particular age, or they're going to be having crisis in the home.
I think I will not
They're going to be having crisis, big crisis in the home. So to minimize
Over the years, Her resolve concerning the opposite sex had taken deep root in her. She sees nothing appealing in any man and erodes every opportunity for a relationship with her.
See, the only person that have the authority to ask me out is Christine.
Dakbo, one of our industrial training colleagues, is the latest one.
Would you want to explain that?
You know what I mean, of course.
Christine became sick at work and had to be helped to the hospital by Dakbo and Habibat, her closest friend at work.
See, you're having a very high fever. Let's go to the clinic.
Please, please.
There's one of your colleagues here to see you. He said his name is Dakbo.
What's he doing here?
He's here to see you, of course. Didn't you say he's one of he's the one that escorted to the hospital the other time?
Yes, of course, Mommy, I did, but I didn't ask for his help. Please let him leave. I don't want to see him.
Christine!
That's your friend brought 750,000 naira.
Mommy, what friend? The young man that escorted you to the hospital the other day.
Mommy, don't collect that money.
Her excuse is that Dakbo wants something ulterior in return.
He wants something. What does he want?
He wants to date me.
He wants to date you.
What is your problem?
Educate them about the male figure. And now, secondly, Bible says that we should watch and pray so that we do not fall into temptations. Prayer has a whole lot. Prayer has a whole lot. In the morning you wake up, ask the Lord to guide your steps and all that. And you find out that the Holy Spirit of God takes over you, begins to guide you. When you want to go to a place where you fell into a ditch, he will tell you, no, this is not the actual way to go. Take this other turn. And you get to find out that committing your ways, committing your steps to God, I think God will have to guide you.
How do you watch?
How do you watch?
I think another good way again is being at the right place at the right time.
That's the guidance ministry.
Being
of
at the
Spirit
right
of God.
place at the right time. Then every relationship should be defined. Should be defined. Every relationship should be defined. But do you know what, Pastor Kishiko? That no matter how tongue speaking you are and how Holy Spirit filled you are, we know that by design men are moved by what they see, and we women are moved by what we hear. Do you know the power of a woman? We're talking about being raped here. I've seen women raped men. Group of women can rape a man.
That's true.
So if I come to you, say, forgetting the fact that you are a pastor, spirit filled and talk speaking, I can pull you down and you will not know when you do it, even against your whole will.
I think we
And that's why communication.
communication.
So the issue now is, how do we prevent such from happening?
I think it's the same issues.
So
How do
that
you
was what
watch?
you
You were
were
talking
talking
about
about
prayers. Okay, I think you talked about prayers,
Yeah,
and I asked him the next question. How after you've prayed, how do you watch?
Okay, how do you?
Yes, because I think once you're done praying, how do you watch?
It's becoming interesting. Now, I like us to understand that you have prayed. Now, when we talk about watching, we are not talking about just opening your physical eyes. We're talking about being sensitive,
And the
sensitivity.
spirit of discernment.
There are times you have prayed. It might not be an audible voice. It could be a nudge in your inner man.
We are still going back to the spiritual, and I think we've dealt with the spiritual by the sensitivity. Now, how do you watch? Is there a way we could physically avoid being raped?
Sure, there are ways.
Those
there
are the ways we want to hear now.
Now, as a woman, it wouldn't be too safe that you come into a group of persons, number one, and they are all men, for instance. Secondly, men are moved by what they see. You don't dress casually and expect. Everybody's not just that spirit filled. Not everybody has that self-control. When they see the next thing, their heads begin to calculate. How do we divert this one to another corner and all that? I think there are milestones we need to observe, and there are boundaries we need to set for ourselves first, and then before we begin to think of the others out there.
Okay, I think if we go on, this topic cannot be exhausted. We know that. Okay, we'll go on a short break, and we'll come back. We'll highlight some of the things we've talked about, and then we'll move on to the conclusion. Please stay tuned. Like Abibat, Yes, your people are learning out there. But briefly, in 30 seconds before we go, we get to ask you a question.
Okay.
You get to tell us the best decision or the worst decision you've made so far, apart from giving your life to Christ.
A close friend of mine, a woman, got raped. She was raped by armed robbers. 4 armed robbers raped her. And that led her to becoming HIV positive.
Therapy. You have to undergo a therapy. First and foremost, you have talked to God. God, why me? Why not you? It has happened. Turn your pain to a message. Don't.
Welcome back. It's still divided, and before we went on the break, we talked about we're in the process of highlighting some ways of how not to get raped. Very funny. And we said do not consistently stay alone in the midst of the opposite sex. And we said because men are moved by what they see. Okay, that's funny. Because they're moved by what they see. Be careful the way you dress. Don't be too provocative with your dressing. And we're going to continue to highlight some of them now. Please, Pastor Ikechukwu, what are the other ways?
Okay. Like I will always say, and like I have seen severally, one of the things is God has never left anyone defenseless. I like every lady to understand that you can improve on your defense mechanism, especially whenever you sense the red flag coming up.
Taekwondo class.
Not really taekwondo class. You might not have all the time to go for a taekwondo class. Now, but there are some sensitive places you can hit a man, and there is nothing more he can do than to let you go. Whenever you sense that something of such is about coming up, take your shield. Hit him wherever you can hit him. God will hold you accountable for that. You are just trying to safeguard yourself. Are you getting it? Now, secondly, I think I heard something some time ago about something called pepper spray. You can have a pepper spray in your bag. Whenever the man does anything nonsense, just spray it into his eyes and then.
Please go and buy a pepper spray.
you get it now. So there are a lot of things. People have experienced this what we call rape because they never knew that they can actually defend themselves. You understand? So
Let me throw more light on that. So what are the other things? How can we watch? We're afraid. How can we watch?
If we have to itemize how not to be raped, it still has to depend on some parameters and factors. One, where you are at that particular time. I was giving an instance of what has happened to me in the past. If not for God, I would have known how I would have come out from there. Information is vital. It's not just only on this platform. Information on how not to get raped. There are so many in the net today. You have had victims of rape telling you this is of almost being raped, telling you this is how I was able to come out from it. That was what helped me. That was that information that helped me. Now I went for a program and someone I trusted, they escorted me. Okay, just help me to carry this, and I just carried and innocently followed. This is someone that knows I am married and he knows my husband, he speaks to my husband. I just entered, I saw him locking the door. Mama didn't even go anything.
Yeah.
So that particular moment, if you find yourself in a situation that you can't just help it, this is you, this is a rapist, and you don't want to be raped, how will you come out from it? What about if it happens that there are more than 3 persons, 2 persons, and you are the only one? You are a girl and they are men or they are boys. You can't just. So the best thing, that particular moment, you just ask for God, help me out. One. Then secondly, what I did was, if just only with man, just one man and just you and the person, don't even think of using force. Yeah. If you try force, yeah, they will beat you so mercilessly and that person will still rape you. And if you try using please, uncle, you are wasting your time. The person that particular time is an animal. He won't listen to you. These things are there. So what you're supposed to do at that particular time is, as he's hiding the key, just make sure you know where the key is before you think of eating that bad place or mastication. So that after eating that bad place, you pick the key, you open and you take off. If that one does not work, think of doing as if you want to. Is that what you want? There's no, you would have just told me now. Play along as if you want it. And at that time, his defense will be low. Once his defense is low, pick the key, open door, you go away.
We can go on and on for this, but I'm sure their social media addresses are showing under it right now, so you can follow each of them individually and ask questions. I'm sure they'll gladly answer every of your questions. Please can we just go ahead?
I liked what you said. I just dropped this mindset. Arrogance aids rape. Dialogue will do better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you just play along as if you are actually interested. Person will like, if I know that it's going to be this easy, I would have think of, yeah, now let's do it. Before the person in defense is low.
But then be firm.
Definitely.
Be firm. Okay, wow, it's a wonderful line of thought. We can't exhaust it. For sake of time, we would wrap up this. And before we do that, we want to know, like, if you were like Abibat is, you're a third party to a victim of rape, what would you do? How can you help?
Now, number one, I have had a close friend of mine, a woman, gotten raped. She was raped by armed robbers. 4 armed robbers raped her. And that led her to becoming HIV positive. It was so pathetic. It was a very bad experience. She was somebody that was very close to, far about 7-8 years older than I am. Now, when she had this experience, the only thing I knew I did was I spoke to her about it. Although I've never experienced it, I spoke to her about it and then led her to someone who has had such an experience. Now, the truth is, there is this psychological comfort you get when you meet someone who has had the experience that is almost killing you. Now, when you meet the person speaks with you. To an extent, that pain comes because you've seen somebody you can actually share your burden with. If you talk to me, and when people tell you, I can feel your pains, the truth is not everyone can feel it unless you've been there. That's actually what the Bible made mention of in 2 Corinthians 1:4. Precisely, the Bible calls God the God of all comfort, who comforts us in our trouble, so that with the same comfort we received, we might be able to comfort others. Now, whoever has gone through that experience definitely will have what it takes to bring you out of it. I normally tell people, your mountain today is someone's present valley. It is no longer a mountain, somebody has crossed over it. Now, when you meet someone who has crossed over it, definitely there will be a whole lot of help that will come your way. And then secondly, Psalm 147 and verse 3 precisely, Bible said that God is he that healeth the broken in heart. Definitely you must commit it to God. God knows the way to bring you out of it. We have read, we have seen physical experiences where people got raped and then they came out of that experience as though nothing happened. So I will recommend you pray to God and talk to God about it, and then seek counsel. In the multitude of counselors there is always safety.
The only thing I would recommend is this: you are a victim of rape. I have a close one. Almost 3 persons. No, that's what we do now. Teenagers, issues every day coming up. But this is it. They said a problem shared is half solved. But this is it. Problems shared with the right person is half solved. But problems shared with the wrong person,
that problem
become a bigger problem. So, like Pastor Ikechukwu rightly said, meet someone that you may not even know who. So the best thing, let them have a therapy. You have to undergo a therapy. First and foremost, you have talked to God. God, why me? Why not you? It has happened. Turn your pain to a message. Don't waste that pain. God allowed, I won't say God allowed it, but because you have passed through it, I believe it's going to be a big lesson to someone someday. So learn to have a trusted adult that can share it with. A trusted adult, I mean the right person that can share it with. These are what has happened to me. The person will advise you what to do. The therapy is good, but when the therapy is not there, the right environment. He said he was talking with someone, and the person started crying and telling him things he didn't ask for. That is the right environment. The right environment, when the environment is right, you see people bringing out things that they have kept deep inside of them. Because if you are a rape victim and you are out there, you are just keeping it to yourself, sobbing and going through that trauma alone, chances are that you are going to remain there for a very long time. Life is about perception. People have gone through it before and they have come out and are strong today in the society. Come out from your shell and find solution. And the best way is get the therapy, get someone to counsel you. meet the right person, trusted person that can actually share your secret with, that can help you out.
Thank you very much. You have been, as in we've learned, and I'm sure people are learning out there. But briefly, in 30 seconds before we go, we get to ask you a question.
Okay.
You get to tell us the best decision or the worst decision you've made so far, apart from giving your life to Christ. Sir,
All right.
what's your best decision so far?
Apart from getting married early,
When did you get married? How long ago did you get married?
3 years now in marriage.
Okay. Well,
Yes, I
okay.
think it's one of the best decisions
Okay.
I made. Why? Because I struggled with pornography and masturbation over a long period of time.
Okay.
Now, and I discussed with my wife about it before we got married, and ever since I got married, God Himself played a very major role. And then getting married and abstaining in a very great extent from watching televisions and all that, browsing some dirty things on the internet. I think these are the good decisions I've taken apart from getting married.
Okay, Mark, the best decision you've taken so far?
So many anyway.
Just
one major
Okay.
one. One major one is our women out there, whether you are a wife or will soon be a wife, there's something you have to know, that in every marriage there are bound to be issues. Never discuss the terrible thing that is happening between your husband, maybe the bad aspect of your husband to people. Because time will come, this same man will become a changed person. You won't have the opportunity to go back to the same person and say, this same man has changed. You will see that same man, they will still be looking at that same man with that same old story you have told them about him, and now he's not a changed person. My life is a living example.
Wow.
My husband is a different person entirely now. And I go back and start seeing this is the same person I said was like this before.
Wow,
So please,
wow.
men, women out there, take this to heart.
Okay, it's been a wonderful time. I know you've been blessed. I know you've been educated. We've said so much, but there's one thing I've gotten today is there's so much space for your future. Do not allow your past to becloud you. You know, if you do that, there will not be enough space to house the future. You have so much time left. That's my final word.
Everybody has given quote because I don't have any. Just follow us on social media and ask questions, and they'll be willing to ask you. Thank you for watching. Join us same time next week. Bye.
Bye for now.